super. How are you?
Good. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. I'm so happy you could join us here. Of course, you're going to be here on May 6th at the NTU Sports Center. Everybody's looking forward to that.
I am too. I've never gotten to tour Asia, so I have no idea what to expect. So.
Oh, well, you know what? That was a question a little bit down the line, but we might as well get there, which is, what do you expect from Asia? Do you have any expectations? What do you think?
You know what? I mean, I have no idea. I mean, I'm one of those people, like, I just toured South Africa, and I'd never been to South Africa before, and I was like, man, I hope people show up.
Right.
And then, like, a lot of people showed up that one of my biggest shows I've ever had. So, I have no idea what to expect. It could be, 500 people showing up, or it could be like that. I have no idea.
Well, they love you here. They love you here. So I'm sure we could probably expect a sold-out venue. That's for sure.
Oh, I don't even mind though. I love, whoever comes out. I don't mind what size it is. I just, never know what to expect with a new territory that you're touring. But no, I don't mind. I love intimate and I love big. So.
Right. Okay. Good. Since you won American Idol, we'll start here, of course. Since you won American Idol, now you had your whole life to prepare for American Idol. As sort of the saying goes, you have your whole life to prepare for your first record, but a very short time to prepare for your second record. How has, your writing, your performing, everything changed since winning American Idol?
It changed pretty drastically, I guess just because of the obvious answer, which would be experience. I get more experience on the road. I get more experience in the studio. Start making friendships and relationships with writers and producers that that I end up working with. And
right.
I don't know. I guess it's just experience has changed me for the most part. But I'm pretty different, from. I mean, I'm still like the everybody's comes to my show to see a vocalist. I mean, that's obviously my thing. So that's still there. But I'm just saying musically and production and I don't know, everything is it's a little different than it was when I first started.
Right. Now, I noticed on American Idol, the songs you chose, prominently featured Celine Dion, Aretha Franklin, Dionne Warwick. Could we say and cite these as primary influences in your life?
Yeah, no, definitely. I love all three of those women. I mean, one thing too is everybody. I remember right when I made my first record, they were like, "Well, wait, you sang all this soulful stuff on the show, and then your album wasn't that." And I was like, "Well, I mean, you're trying to win a competition to get a record contract, so I'm trying to pick big songs and people that are these icons, these women that have been influences in my life, but that are going to showcase my voice, to the extent that it can go." So. I chose those songs for, a reason, but, I don't know, I love all those women. I also love, Bette Midler, and I also love Reba McEntire.
Oh, yes, Reba. Yeah, well, we're going to talk about her in a moment for sure.
Oh, man, I'm jumping ahead. I'm screwing this interview up.
You're like, we're on the same wavelength. That's great. That's great. Oddly enough, my next question was about Reba McEntire, which is that you've worked with her a lot, not only just in the studio, but also on her television show and whatnot. What type of influence has she had on your career, given that you've worked with her so much?
What's funny is I would have said, right when, let's say the first day I met her, I would have said, oh my gosh, I've been looking up to you since I was a kid, and you've been such a big influence on me since I was a kid. But after working with her and, touring with her twice and, I'm being friends with her and just, I don't know, just seeing someone, with such longevity and just such charisma, and she's just so great at what she does, and she's such a great influence on me. She's more of an influence now than when I was a kid, which is funny. I know I would have never said that before, but she's just one of those people. It's really, I don't know. I would always advise everybody in this business to find someone that is, some sort of a mentor and that's also a friend, and that's healthy for you, because it's such a weird business and it's such a weird thing. The whole fame thing. So,
unfortunately, we don't all get an opportunity to have somebody like Reba McEntire as our mentor. That's
I lucked out on that one.
Yeah, sure did.
Fortunately, her husband grew up in the same town as me, and we kind of have a lot in common. So.
Now, you've been on Reba's television show. You've also been on a few other television shows. What about your acting career? Is this something you're going to pursue, or are you going to focus more on the singing?
No. I mean, literally the only reason, if you ever see me on a TV show, it's just because I really like the TV show, and I just want to meet all the cast and hang out. I have no aspirations to be an actor. I'm I'm just far too hardcore on actors to even try to do it. Because I love like all the greats, man, like Meryl Streep, and even like if you're going to go with a younger generation, like Rachel McAdams, like I love just people that are it's an art form, and I think a lot of people just try and do it just to do it, and I'm like, no. I just do it for fun on TV and stuff, but I have no desire, no.
All right, now, we've talked about Reba McEntire you've worked with, and of course, we could probably go on for another 15 minutes, all the people who you've worked with and the people you've met and everything like that since American Idol, but is there anybody you haven't worked with yet that you want to?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's like a list of people.
Okay, we'll throw some names out there.
Yeah, I know. I'd love to do something with, Annie Lennox. I'm a huge fan. I'd love to do something with her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'd love to do something with, I love Pink. I think it'd be cool to do something with her. If I'm going to go for someone more in my generation. I don't know. I'm a big fan of U2, but, I mean, I think everybody would want to do something with them.
Who wouldn't, right?
I know, right? So it's like, but my thing is like it's more like I just love the actual artists. Like I just want to hang out. Like it's cool if we like do a song or whatever. I just, I'm just such a fan of like their art. So,
yeah, right. So you're not just want to be a collaborator, but also a hanger-outer, of course. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, I just want to like meet him and know like because it's such a weird industry and such a weird life. It's just I'd be curious to know everybody else's stories.
Right. Well, Jeff Beck, who's one of my, he's one of my idols. Jeff Beck said of you, he said, you have a soul voice that demands attention. Now, if Jeff Beck said that about me, that would be the defining moment in my life. But
no, it was pretty amazing for me too, though. He was like so complimentary, like when we worked together, and which is hilarious because he's Jeff Beck, right? I'm like, okay, this is opposite right now. I'm supposed to be the one only doing this, but he was. I mean, what a talent, obviously.
Yeah,
I don't need to say that, but it was just one of those really cool experiences that really worked out in my favor.
Now, my question is this, however, of all of the sort of people that have said great things about you, of all of, the achievements you've had, of all the great things that have happened to you over the past, 8 or 9 years, is there one sort of moment that stands out above all the others?
Wow.
That's a tough question, I know.
I know, that is a tough question. Honestly, I mean, it's going to come right on back to Reba. It was probably, like, touring with her, I would find myself, like, literally being a 10-year-old on stage when we were on stage together. It just, grinning ear to ear, just, like, so excited. It's just, and I just flew the other night I flew into one of her shows and sang with her on stage just for a couple songs. It's like a surprise appearance kind of thing. And it's just like, I don't know, I was telling her, I was like, it's so different, like when I'm on stage with her. It's just, I think this little kid comes alive in me. It reminds me why I love music so much, like all over again. Right. So probably just being on tour with her.
Good. You're going to be here May 6th at the NTU Sports Center here in Taipei. What can the audience here expect at the Kelly Clarkson live performance?
Well, I'm pretty old school. I'm all about lighting and music, and my musicians are ridiculous. So they're all hopping on different instruments. We got like a whole acoustic thing we do, but then we also have it's a very high energy, very intense show. I don't know. It's one of those things you just kind of have to see because everybody that comes is always like, this is like way different than what I expected. So I'm not like really huge into like the major production thing. Like I'm really old school when it comes to that. I'm just more comfortable, I guess.
We're going to focus on the music and the lighting and that sort of thing is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's all about the setting up the environment, just for each song. And I don't know. It's a very eclectic show, too. Everybody laughs at how many genres I go there because I love music and I don't care what genre it is.
Right. Well, I'm
not rapping or anything. But
certainly something I've noticed about your music is that you're not stuck on any particular genre. Certainly, if you were stuck in country music or just simply stuck, with rock and roll or something like that, you kind of limit yourself. But you don't seem to do that.
Boring, right? Who wants to buy a record of the same songs all the time?
I've always said that. All right, just a couple questions now, just to finish up here. If you were on a desert island and you had 3 CDs only, what would they be?
Okay. Jagged Little Pill, Alanis Morissette.
Oh, good one.
Only by the Night, Kings of Leon.